Guitar Buddies, great track from AC/DC, Back in Black. So at the start I'm just anywhere really, just dampening the strings, just putting my fingers on the strings to make them dead, and then just taking the lower strings, and then the higher strings. So you're just basically getting kind of a counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and the drums, okay, so that kind of thing. And then we've got this great riff. So that's the first part of it. I'm playing E, just really hitting the lower notes and stopping it. So I don't want to kind of, okay, so what I tend to do, even without really thinking about it, is just hit that note and then kind of rest, palm my hand back on the bridge. Yeah. And that just cuts them off. Yeah, so I'm playing E, D, A. Okay, and then we've got this open E blues scale lick. So I'm playing G, E, D, B, 3 open, 3 open. Then just bending, kind of little semitone bend on the A on 2. Release. Okay. Open G. And then here, back to the E again. So you're starting. And then we've got, so here I'm playing got a B note every time, kind of like a pedal note. So I'm playing B to G sharp. Yeah, so I'm playing 2 to 4 on the A and E strings. Then 2 to 5, B to A, and B to A sharp. So we've got chromatically up. And then B to B. So it's just basically going 4, 5, 6, 7, with 2 always in between. So I've got, and kind of slide that down. So you've got a bit of a stretch there, because I think this is how the way Angus plays it, but there is another way. Okay, so you've got to kind of stretch your fingers, but it's okay to change it if you want to play it. That's easier to play it on, all on the E string. 7, 4, 7, 5, 7, 6, 7, 7. Slide down. And then repeat. Yeah, so that's your basic riff on the verse chord, on the verses. Okay, and then we've got our chorus section, which is so here I'm playing. We've got A. Again, just playing a power chord. So open A string 2 and 2. Then an E power chord. Open 2, 2 on the E, A, and D string. So just move my first finger down. And then a B5 chord. So 2, 4, 4. To the A5. Back to the B5. So you've got yeah, so you play that twice, and then so here I'm playing a G5. This is what my friend calls rock G, because it's not with the open B string, it's kind of, so it's just 3, mute the A string, open, open on D and G, 3 and 3. And that just nicely goes to the D chord. So then to the A chord, again playing with one finger, and then just a single note here with a slight pull. So just a G on 3, just bending it slightly sharp, back to the A. So you've got back to the first one. Back to that G, then that D, and then you're back into okay, you're back into your main riff. Then on the guitar solo, I'm playing something slightly different. I'm playing so again, I'm starting with E5. I've got a little bit of palm muted on here, so it's not too messy. So just open 2-2. And then open and 5, open E and 5 on the A string. So you've got open E and D, and open E and C sharp. So open and 4, and back to that E5 chord, and then so start the same way: E5, open E and D, open E and C, and then you've got just going between E5 and A5 twice. Yeah. Okay, so that's what you play in the guitar solo and also on the outro section. Okay, so you've got the solo and you've got another chorus, all right, and then you've got this kind of bridge riff where we've got, that's the first bit, and then that. So we've got, so I'm playing open E, again, so it's not too messy. I've just got a little bit of palm muted on here. Then I'm playing D, pulling off to C sharp, then B to C sharp. So it's open, 5, 4, 2, 4. And then a G. So it's 5, 4, 2, 4, and then 3 on the E string. So open E, 5, 4, 2, 4, 3. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, okay. And then we're playing the last bit. We're not playing that G sharp anymore. We're just playing the B to A, B to A sharp, B to B. Okay, you could play it like that if you wanted to. So I'm going 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7. Little slide. So you've got yeah. And then I'm just playing exactly the same thing, but now on the A and D strings. Okay, so play that twice, back to the E string. Yeah. Back to the chorus, and then after there's a little extra A, a little cheeky A there, and then we're back into that. Okay, played it out to the fade out. Alright, so next we'll take a look at the lead part. For the guitar solo, I'm starting with 3 notes on the A string. Okay, so it's just E, D, C sharp. There's just 7, 5, 4. And then a little fill. So just using the open E blues scale here. So little hammer to E on 2, open G, A on 2. bend, release, pull off, hit 2 again. Back to this. Yeah. So 7, 5, 4, and then so here we've just got, so I'm just playing a D bent to an E. So I'm playing 7 on the G string, bending up to 9, bending up a tone, and then same bend, but now putting the G in on 8 on the B string. So I've got bend, 8, bend, bend. Okay, bend on 7, 8 on B, that bend on the G string on 7. And then we got, okay, here I'm playing, so I've got E, G, A sharp, pull off, A, G. So this is E blues scale here. So it's 9, 8, 10, 11, 10, 8, 10, 8, and back to the G string, 9, 7, 9. Now we're moving up into the 12th position E blues scale, the one that most people will be familiar with. So that's your first lick. So I'm putting a little pull just on that G there. Then E on 14. Back to the G on 12. So that's on the G and D strings. Bend 14. The A up to a B. Hit a D. Okay. On 15 on the B string. And then re-pick that bend on the G string. And then re-pick it again with a bend. Hit that D again on 15. And then pull off. So you let the bend go, release, pull off. So it's all together. And then finish back, pull off, back on 14, finish on that A there. And then we got, okay, so very similar kind of lick. So I've got a double stop there on 12 and 12, G and B, and then 14 on the D string, and hitting that double stop again, then A to G, and then again that similar kind of that bend, release, bend. Yeah. Okay, and then we're going, so here I've just got a little slide to this. I'm playing B and 2 E's. Okay, so 12, 12, 12. So, and then a bend on 15. So bending that D up to the E. So kind of that, but with the bend. And then we've got okay, so we've got that. Yeah, so we've got that, and then bend again. So that's what I'm doing here, bend, and coming down the scale. So bend on 15, then it's 12, 15, 12, 14, 12. And then here I'm doing that same bend and hit 15, but now using my little finger, do a little bar on 15. Okay, quite a kind of country-ish bend. So again, bending on 14, hitting 15. Then again, this time hitting 15 on the E string. So you've got then just releasing that bend and back to 14, 12, 14. Then, yeah, 14, 12, 14, E, G, A. So, okay, and then we've got yeah, that's it. So I've got 2. So I've got, so I played 2 E's on 14, 12, 12, back to 14. So on the D string, G and B strings, and 14, 14 on the G and B strings, then 12, 12, and then yeah, that's it. So you bend, do that familiar bend we've just done. Release, pull off, back to 14, and then 14. And then we've got a bend, 15 to 17. So bend the D up to frets 17. Then just finishing off back on the blues scale. So it's E, G, B, A, B, G, E. 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 12, 14. Yeah. And then you're back in straight, going down the neck now to... So basically I'm playing... I think he just slides, but whatever. Works for you. So I'm basically playing 5, 3, 5, 3, 2, 5, 2, open 2. So E, D, D, C sharp, D, C sharp, B, C sharp, but also keeping the top string open. So and then I just bend, kind of familiar blues lick, bend on 14, on A on the G string, 12, 12, then bend on 15, and then again, then just ending on those, kind of familiar now, bending that A up to B whilst hitting that D. So bending on 14, hitting 15. Okay, and the trick with this is to kind of learn it. You don't have to learn it exactly, but learn kind of, you know, the scale patterns, the kind of notes, little licks that he's playing. And then if you're doing it live, don't try and copy it exactly. Just do your own thing, having learnt from what Angus Young does, because that's a much better way of approaching it rather than just exact copying of somebody else. It's more about learning what they do and then putting your own stamp on it. Okay, so we'll take a look next at the outro solo. Now, just before we get into the outro solo, there's a little break on the A chord, and the guitar's just playing 2 notes on that. It's bending from B to a C sharp, so I'm playing 12 on the B string, then playing 10, so just play the third of the chord, a C sharp, and releasing and playing 10 on the B string, and then we're into the outro. So as I was saying, for the second solo, I'm not trying to copy it exactly note for note. I'm just following the kind of overall kind of patterns and structure. I'm starting with so it's that melody that we've heard before: E, D, E, D, C sharp, D, C sharp, B, C sharp. So I was playing that on the G string. You could play it back on the B string if you want. So I was playing 9, 7, 9, 7, 6, 7, 6, 4, 6, and then familiar little rock lick is just to bend a G slightly against a B. So, or any note really, depending on your scale. But I'm basically bending the minor third up and hitting the 5th. Okay. Okay, so I'm playing 8 on the B string with a slight bend and 7 on the E string. Then landing back on the root note, E on 9 on the G string. And then again. Okay, doing that. And then this next section, it's all based around going up the neck on the blues scale. Okay, so we've got just some bends on 15. Okay, so just bending that D to E. Okay, and we've got plays that lick again that he played earlier in the first solo. Bit of that, okay, but again, whatever works for you. It's once you've learnt these where the scale is. Okay, you can put your own stuff in. Yeah, and then again we've got some bends on that G note on 15 on the E string. So just kind of continually sort of taking it higher up the neck as we get towards the end. And then we've got that kind of nice, if we play it slowly, that kind of thing. Something like that. So it's just really a blues scale pattern. That kind of thing. Yeah. Again, it's a common lick. To get a little fast kind of hammer pulls. So I'm just basically playing, it's pretty much the same pattern going down the scale. I'm doing 2 pulls. So I'm playing 15 to 12. Then I'm playing 15 to 12 on the B and E strings. And then again 2 pulls, 15 to 12. Then that A sharp to B. So again it's 15 to 12. But this time I kind of shift my finger at this point to get into the blues scale. You could use your little finger, whatever works for you. So I'm playing 15, 12, 14, 12. So 15 on G, 12 on B. Then that finger just shifts ever so slightly down. A couple of pulls off on 14 and 12 on G string. So and again, continuing that pattern, 14, 12 on D and G. A couple of pulls off. And then here. So So on the D string there, again 14 and 12, and B on 14 on the A string, then back to a little kind of pull, okay, on D, and then I think he just does a few kind of pinched harmonics on 14. But again, don't worry too much about getting it exactly, and then I'm just kind of going up the neck with some nice little minor third bend, so really pushing that note on 17 up a full minor third. Okay, so pushing up 3 notes, and then carrying on up the neck all the way up to the 22nd fret. Okay, and just as it's fading out there, just playing that A, bending up to B on 22nd on the B string, sorry, and hitting 22 at D note on the E string. So you can see how it's kind of just, you know, just jamming around and just taking it kind of higher as it goes towards the very end of the song. All right, so starting down here, up here, there, right up to the top. All right, great stuff, and we'll take a look next at the bass. The intro and verse riff is very simple. I'm playing just open E, D, on 5 on the A string to C sharp on 4, and then you don't play on the that little guitar thing. Then you're back with so here I'm playing it just B, G sharp, B, A sharp, B, B, a little slide. So it's 7, 4, 7, 5, 7, 6, 7, 7. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-boom. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Okay, and that's your intro verse, and then on the chorus, the bass doesn't play as many notes as the guitar is playing chords. So, for example, okay, just playing 2 notes here, B and an A. And then an A and a G, so it's just 7 and 5, and 5 and 3. And then the second time around, it doesn't go back to, it actually plays, follows the guitar more, so you've got A, E, B, A, B. Then back to that, B, A, B, and then a G note, something like that, and then to a D with a little 1 up, and then you're back into, and the second time, so it sounds like he does a G, E, 4, and then a little C sharp to D, then that. All right, it's very slight, and then at the end of the second chorus and into the out of the guitar solo, you got a little D slide to A to D, so 5 and 12 and 12 on the A and D strings. Okay, and in the solo I'm playing so I'm playing just E, D, C sharp, again like before, and then just an open E, an E octave on 7 on the A string back to the E, and then the second time open E, 5, open E, 5. And then just going round on that. Okay, and then back into a chorus. Okay, and I think it's the chorus after the guitar solo. You can see on the play along that kind of starts with. So instead of, it actually starts with. Yeah, but you know, if you play the other one, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so there they go, and then this little kind of breakdown section. Playing first, playing just an open E. So the bass kind of just hits a couple of single notes there, but E, E, and then coming into it with A sharp, B, and then D, C sharp, B, C sharp, G. First you've got an open E note, then D sharp, D natural, then C sharp, B, C sharp, and G. So it's open E, 5, 4, 2, 4, 3. Okay, and then I'm playing, easiest way to play this I found was B open, B 1, so 2 Bs, so 2 open, 2 1, 2 2. So you got, so basically then exactly the same, but on the A and D strings. Back to yeah, back into the chorus, and then you've basically just got, you know, you stop on an A, there's a little breakdown, and then you're back into the outro, which is just what we played on the guitar solo. And if you listen carefully, right at the end, it just it just a little kind of, so one time he kind of throws in a little fill. I think he does a little D sharp, E. But you know, on the play out, you know, that's where the band can jam out and get a bit more adventurous, drag it on for as long as you want. All right, and there you go. So it's a great fun song to play, and thanks for requesting it, and happy playing. Cheers, buddies.